DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky beat. Hey, what is up, mixers? Welcome back to another episode of the MIXINVIXENS. My name is Emily, also known as mlNikon. And let's say hello to our other Vixens. First off, we got the lovely Lumi. Hi, Lumi. How you doing?
Hey, I'm Lumi, and I'm doing Lumi things. I'm doing Lumi. Yep.
Doing the Lumi things. Nice, nice. And we got Jen, the Juice Fairy. Hello, Jennifer.
How's everybody doing?
Hi.
I got some shinies from my glare from my
Oh, yeah, a
screen
little
on
bit.
my glasses, like you guys can see double. They can see you guys. Look there. I'll show them my screen. You see the porn in the background?
There you go. There you go. And last but not least, we have Rin. Hello, Rin. How are you today?
Hi.
You having a good weekend?
Kinda. I think I'm sick though, so that sucks.
Oh no.
Yeah, that sucks.
Makes like all of us here.
What kind of sick?
I started getting a sore throat Friday. I still
Have you-
kind of have it.
Have you been tested?
nauseated, tired?
Uh-oh. Have you been tasted for the Rona?
No, because I thought it still might be food related, but I don't know. I feel like probably not.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I just know a group of people that all were vaccinated and they all got the Rona, and they had all 3 of the vaccines in the household. So
Oh,
I think
wow.
Friction was with me in the chat when they were talking about it. It was Phil Busardo had some people over for dinner, and everybody that went to his house, somebody brought it, but everybody ended up, and there was a Johnson & Johnson, a Pfizer, and a Moderna in there.
They all still got it. It's
They all
that
got it.
variant. It's that variant.
Yeah. But they all also got over it. And one of the things they asked him was, how did it feel? And he said, it's nothing I haven't felt before. I've had a flu just like this before in my life. It was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. As I've heard that is that the vaccine isn't guaranteed to keep you from getting it, but it does make it a lot more bearable when you do, and a lot less harmful.
Yeah, that's what I've read. That's what I've read and what I've heard as well.
So as you guys can tell from that picture right up there, this week's profile picture was, I guess, a snowball or a cake of some sorts.
Or it could have been an ice cream with coconut over it, or
sure. Or I did not do coconut. I refused. I did white chocolate because I play by my
it
own
could be
rules.
white chocolate sprinkles.
I play by my own rules and I hate coconut. So I didn't do coconut. But yeah, so that'll be fun. Did you guys enjoy this?
I did. I'm vaping it right now. And I had another version that I made until I realized that the flavor wasn't on all the flavors. So then, and I don't know that it's actually available anywhere, that flavor yet, but it will be. And so I had to use my version 2 for it. But that's okay, because they're both very, very good. And I do like coconut. So I thoroughly enjoyed all my testers. None of them were bad. I just had to pick which one I wanted for us to debut today. They're all pretty simple too.
Lakeside Chris says hedgehog cake. I've never heard of hedgehog cake, but all right. Yeah, I just finished my tester. It was pretty good. Of course, I'm fat kid, so I'm all about those cakes and desserts and stuff. So I liked it. And once I looked past and decided I was not going to do coconut, I had a good time with it. What about you, Ren? Did you enjoy this week mixing it up?
Yeah, luckily I got lucky the first go.
Oh, nice. That's
But
good.
I mean, like I said, I have tried this profile before, so that might have helped slightly. But I mean, I'm
Yeah.
using, I think, all new ingredients compared to last time. So, but I knew what I wanted, and I was hoping that the individual ingredients could do that, and luckily they did. Um, I am mad though because I wanted to try one other version because the cake part of mine's a little lacking, and I ordered from DIY Vapor Supply, which, mind you, they're usually super quick. They're only one state above me. I get it within like 2 days.
Oh, nice.
I ordered it on, I want to say it was like a week ago, and it still hasn't moved. So I don't know what's going on with that. Not
Uh-oh.
happy about that. And I ordered 3 plums in it, so now I'm gonna have 3 useless plums because I doubt I'm gonna use it for anything other than noted, which is tomorrow, and I doubt I'm getting it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a shame. Though that happened to me. In fact, eh, coincidentally, it was on plums last year. I or the like about a year ago. The first time we did plums, I ordered a bunch of random different plums, and they all came after the show already because I have horrible timing. So I just saved them up, and now I'll have them for tomorrow. So I was able to finally.
And you have to plan way ahead of time because you're in Canada and everything is like super snail mail.
It is. It's super. It takes so long to get here from anywhere, basically. So, let's just jump right on into it then, and get going. Who would like to go first?
Me.
All right, go for it.
I had my guinea pig test it, and
You didn't
he.
even tell us how you like mixing it. You
Well-
can't go till you tell us if you like it.
Shut your mouth. You weren't even here last week. I don't want to hear it. Anyways, I had my guinea pig taste it for me just to make sure, because I swear I'm biased towards my own mixes sometimes. And I was like, this is just, can't believe I got it. But I gave it to my husband, and he was like, it tastes like one of those cakes that's covered in like the coconuts. And I was like, yes, yes. So here we go. Desiccated coconut, VTA, 0.99%. French vanilla thick super concentrate wonder flavors, 0.84%. Marshmallow vanilla 1-on-1, 1.22%. Philadelphia butter cake super concentrate wonder flavors, 1.62%. Sweet coconut flavora, 0.63. And that's it.
Dum. That's it.
That's it.
Ooh, I forgot about that Philadelphia butter cake. Though that's some good stuff. It's a good cake to use.
And my husband said that the coconut was pretty light in there, but for me, it's kicking me in the face. And it's pretty potent, but to each their own with their taste buds. He still got the coconut cake, so I'll take it.
Nice. I heard, I guess, for those of you like coconut, desiccated coconut is the kind of the one to use for like the flakes, right?
Yeah, that one's really, really good.
Yeah. Kind of gives the texture that you're going for. So,
All depends on what you're going for.
yeah,
Looks good, Lumi.
sure does. You like that Wonder Flavor French vanilla thick?
I do quite a bit. I was going to originally use buttercream frosting by Wonder Flavors, and I don't know, I just steered away from it and saw the French vanilla thick was pulled down. It was like, let's see what I can do to get like a really good like mouth feel, like a full mouth feel in this, and it was awesome.
Nice. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. It looks good. I mean, you like coconut. Very cool. All right. I'm gonna go next. What the
Yeah,
heck?
I'm intrigued with you. I was hoping you would go next. I want to know what you made.
What the
Oh.
heck?
Oh.
So, yeah, I made a white chocolate cake. And I didn't want to. Normally, my go-to white chocolate combo is Flavor and Flavor West. Like anytime I want to do white chocolate, like that's what I use because kind of the two together. One is a really kind of a top heavy, kind of has the sharp, kind of bright white chocolate notes, and then the other one has the basier, kind of creamier cocoa butter type more notes. You put them together, you have a really great white chocolate. But I want it to be different, and so I actually went with Health Cabin white chocolate with this one, which kind of has both of those notes in one. It's not quite as like bassy or creamy as say I think it's I don't remember Flavor West before between those two. One of them is the bassy one. It's not quite as full, but I was okay with that because it's not my excuse me, it's not my main note, right? Like the main note that I want the mouth feel for is the cake, and and the frosting. So I was okay with sacrificing a little bit of the basiness to get that bright top end. It still had the kind of the sharp notes, that tanginess of the white chocolate, which is really good. So Health Cabin white chocolate, and then for the cake, I did a combination of one-on-one Norwegian cake, which is like a really good, like dark, rich yellow, kind of a grainy yellow cake. And then princess cake, because I wanted a little bit of like fruity type sweetness in the cake. Now you can't tell what kind of cake is in this, it's just something with coconut on it or whatever. But I wanted like I was picturing like a yellow cake with like a raspberry jam or some kind of like a red fruit jam, right? So I used princess cake to add a little bit of that fruit note into it. And then I topped it all off with Vape Train's vanilla buttercream frosting. Because that's kind of one of the best frosting, just straight buttercream frosting out there.
So how did it end up when you vape it? What is it? Creamier? Is it cakey?
Yeah, it's creamy. It's a little bit cakey. It's got like a nice kind of creamy top end to it. So it's yeah, to me it's very accurate to like a yellow cake with like a creamy white chocolatey type, frosting. And then you get that red fruit sweetness in there too from the princess cake. So it's pretty darn good, pretty tasty. I enjoy it. Like I said, my tester's completely gone. And I might make another bigger bottle of it because it was.
See, that's what I was waiting for, to see if you said that you were going to make a bigger bottle of it, because you always vape your testers even if you don't like them. So well, that doesn't count.
Normally I do, but not normally before the show already, and this is already gone. But yeah, I'm gonna make a bigger bottle of it because it was pretty good. So if you like white chocolate and you have these flavors, I know a lot of them are, or a couple of them are a little more obscure, but if you have the flavors, mix it up because it's pretty tasty. And yeah, Kerplop says 98% of Health Cabin is gross. I agree, but the ones that aren't gross are really good. Like white chocolate and egg roll, like they have some gems there that are pretty good. So
Good to know. I like it. Sounds good. I prefer white chocolate to dark chocolate, so this looks good.
Ew, what is wrong with you? White chocolate's not even real chocolate.
I don't even, I'm a weirdo. I don't eat chocolate very often.
Yeah, you are.
Like once in a while. I am weird. I'm a cookie person, and I'm a vanilla cookie person too.
I eat chocolate like almost every day.
Oh no, I eat chocolate once a month, maybe.
Wow.
Because all women need chocolate at least once a month.
Yep.
Or we'll start crying. But wine sometimes does it for me, so then I don't need chocolate. I do wine and cheese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. You want to go next?
Yeah, since I'm doing all this talking, might as well, right?
Might as well just keep it rolling.
Let me go to mine. Let's see. So I kept mine is pretty simple. It's 5 ingredients. That's it. Just 5. So I called mine Jen's coconut cake mound. This is just like a cake mound. Really, the way I pictured it in my head is, I don't know if you've ever made a cake mound, but how you do it is kind of like you make cake pops. So you take the cake, you bake it, and then you smush it all together with some frosting or some icing in it, and then you make balls out of it, and then you put more frosting on top. So it's really, really sweet. So that's what I was picturing with this picture, even though, I know what it's probably supposed to be. Anyhow, I use biscuit, so that means that the cake is really moist too. It's not cakey, it's more like a mush. So I use Innerware biscuit at 0.5 with cookie at 0.75 and fluffy white cake from Wonder Flavors to make my cake base. So that's the cake part of it. But then I threw toasted coconut cheesecake in there for my coconut note. And I meant for that to be the coconut note, kind of like in the center of the cake. Like most of those mushy cakes have some sort of cheesecake icing on it. So that's why I decided to do the toasted coconut cheesecake to give you that essence. But then I use Pure marshmallow. I don't know if you have that flavor, but it's very vanilla-y. It's very good. It's gooey. It's sweet. It's delicious.
It is. It's a good one.
And then I figured the marshmallow could be the outer coating of it. It just all blends together. It's like one big ball of coconut cake. But it's good to me.
Nice.
And the
I
flavor
like
is,
use the combo, the fluffy white cake, the cookie, and the biscuit.
yeah, because I wanted to have that buttery note in there. Like if I
Yeah.
would have used a kind of yellowish cake, but not really. I wanted a white cake, but I wanted the butter notes that you would use if you baked it with some butter in there. So that's what the biscuit is there for, because biscuit adds that butter note. And then I didn't want to use a heavy coconut, but even though I do find that the toasted coconut, wanted to have a toasted coconut layer in there, I find that it's coconut enough, but it's a creamy coconut. It's really, really good to me. But I love coconut vapes. So this was delicious to me. And the ingredient that I was going to use was Pure Lum cookie, sugar cookie, instead of FA cookie, which would have thrown it even sweeter. But I couldn't find it on all the flavors. Number one. Number two, I don't think it's for sale yet. I think I have it, but I know of course I have it, but I just don't know that Bull City has it in stock yet.
Awesome. All right.
But when that flavor gets in stock, that's a really good.
Look out.
And I don't know that I was supposed to say I had that, but I
So-
did. And they'll be watching tomorrow and they'll be like, Jennifer,
So how come you use something like toasted coconut cheesecake instead of like vape train desiccated coconut? Like, what was your
well,
thought?
because vape train desiccated coconut is drier than toasted coconut cheesecake. And like I said, I don't know if have you ever had a cake pop, the ones that come in the little sticks?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much what I made here, but in a big version without the pop part of it. And that usually is made with cream cheese frosting. When it's white, it's usually made with cream cheese frosting, which is what the cheesecake does in that toasted coconut cheesecake. It's more like a cheesecake frosting.
Yeah.
It's really sweet. That's I just thought it fit.
Sure. No,
And I didn't want it dry. I wanted a real moist, gooey, it's thick, it's good. And for me, remember, I don't always vape high percentages. So for me, it's really full flavored. But I would say that somebody else might be able to total percentage up it about 0.2, about not 0.5%, like 0.25%. and it should be really full flavor for them. But for me, this is thick enough.
Yeah.
It's way thick for me. So I would try it like this first, and if it's not enough, then just boost all the ingredients by 0.25.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for sharing.
And it didn't need much steep at all.
I might try that base with like out the coconut. You know, like all the other 4 flavors, because that's
Yeah,
like a solid cake pop type base. You know.
You can use like a Bavarian cream instead of the cheesecake coconut to finish mushing it up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, awesome. All right, Rin, how you doing, girl?
Hi.
Hi.
So, for me, what I wanted to be like the forefront is the marshmallow outer layer. So for me, the cake wasn't as important. I really wanted that unique, pillowy texture that the Snowball has on the outside. And that's what I got from mine. Like I said, the cake could use a little bit more like chocolate note in there, but I don't know what to do about it. Because the first version I used the Liquid Barn lava cake, but they reformulated that and I heard that it's not as good. So I didn't want to use that. So for the cake layer, I used Wonder Flavors Cocoa at 0.5% and Fluffy White Cake from Wonder Flavors at 1%. Then for the coconut, I used Coconut Candy by TFA at 0.25% because the desiccated coconut that I also used at 0.25%, like Winstead said, is very dry. So I figured the 2 would make the kind of coconut I wanted, where it's a little bit moist and it kind of fades into the marshmallow if it's a little bit too much, and it worked really well. Then for my marshmallow layer, I used marshmallow vanilla from both One-on-One and Flavora, both at 0.40%. And that's only because the original percentage I used, I overdid it, but it ended up working. So, and then I used Sweet Cream by Vatrain at 0.5%.
Ooh, that looks nice. You use more ingredients than me, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty, it's a lot, but see, the marshmallow vanilla from One-on-One, I really like the flavor of that, but I feel like the body's a little lacking for like what I wanted. I wanted that like when you take a marshmallow out of the package and it's kind of like powdery and just kind of, you know, it's got like a bounce to it. And then the marshmallow vanilla from Flavora, to me, it has like the body that I like, but it's a little lacking on the flavor that I wanted. Because the Flavora to me has like that little powderiness.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, those are both really great flavors, and together they make a great combo.
yeah.
How dark does that, using that Wonder Flavor Cocoa, how dark does that make your mix? You know, does that?
It's not dark. Mainly what I get when I vape it, I get the coconut first, and it's like the coconut I wanted is like a sweetened. It's still a little bit dry, but I mean it tastes like the outside part. And then I get the marshmallow, and then I get a little hint of the cake on the end. The cake is, like I said, not very prominent. But when I remember eating Snowballs, which was literally probably decades ago because they were never a huge favorite of mine, I don't really remember a lot about the cake. I always got a lot of that coconut in the outer part. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
And I remember eating the coconut outer part and then just halfway through leaving the cake because, like I said, I don't like chocolate cake that much.
Yeah.
So that sounds delicious, actually.
Yeah. I'm really happy with the outer part being so accurate to my palate anyway. I can't vouch for what anyone else will get from it. But, and I did try to add a little bit of, because I think it was Sam said that would be cool to have like a peppermint on the outside because it has like those little pink specks.
Oh yeah.
So I figured I would try it. The problem I have, and I've had it before, I don't like coconut and peppermint together. I think if the coconut were gone, like replace that with like a white chocolate or something, it would be good. But because the coconut was there, it was something I just added at the end.
Yeah, if I was gonna do a peppermint, I probably would have done something like Liquid Barn white chocolate peppermint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was nothing.
I never even thought about that peppermint in there, but that That sounds good, but I don't think that peppermint. I've never mixed peppermint and coconut. I don't think I have. I might have. I'll have to look through my stuff, but
Yeah,
it
I
does
don't like
sound
it.
weird.
It doesn't sound like a very like it would be a very good combination.
I mean, there's too many things going on. You have the cocoa, you have the coconut, then you have the marshmallow and the cake, and then now you have peppermint. So it's like I figure like it's just too much.
And peppermint's too kind of loud. I think, you know, like with everything else going on, you would start missing layers, you know.
Yeah.
Stuff would get drowned out.
So I might try to do a version later where it doesn't have the coconut once I get these cakes, because like I said, I bought a couple of like chocolate cakes that aren't here yet. So maybe I'll mess around because I really do like the marshmallow layer, so I'll just use that. Probably everything but maybe the chocolate and the coconut, because I feel like that would be really nice in the winter, because that's when I like peppermint chocolate specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. That
Yeah.
does sound good. Actually, that I just thought about that. I have used that Flavora on chocolate doge, and that has a little bit of a coconut note in it, and I've used that with peppermint. So I would say that I have had a coconut peppermint, and I did enjoy it. But I do usually add cookie to it to kill some of the coconut. So I don't know.
Interesting. So adding a little bit of FA cookie to the chocolate doge tames down the coconut a bit.
And that's if you don't want to use AP. AP is also the other thing I sometimes do to
Try
it.
that because I love the chocolate note in chocolate doge, but I don't love the coconut note. So I might have to try it.
I would say try it with AP first.
AP? Okay.
0.10, 0.25, around there.
All right, I'll do that. Nice. Well, we had a couple people play along. We got the post up a little bit late, so there's only 2 people. I'll go over. I think Lumi wants to probably go over the first one, right? Right, Lumi?
I thought for sure you were gonna be like, I think Lumi wants to do Sam, and I was like,
She does, but that's beside the point. Who doesn't want to do Sam? I mean, come on, he's a hottie.
So cocoa pine poke cake, cream, Inglius, DV. I don't even know what that is.
Decadent
Huh?
Decadent vapor.
Oh, use that at 2.5. Oh, come on. I don't even want to do this anymore. Pineapple bake, super concentrate, wonder flavors, 2%. Ripe coconut, SSA, 1.5%. Sweeteners, sucralose, flavor west, 1%. Thai pineapple, SSA, 1%. Toasted coconut cheesecake, beryllium, 3%. Yellow cake, a 1-on-1, 4%. What a basic bitch.
Interesting.
It'd be like that sometimes, Lumi.
Love that he put pineapple in it. I have never tried the Thai pineapple by SSA, but that pineapple baked by Wonder Flavors, that is pretty good.
But he did add a fruit to his, like he was suggesting. Well, he said peppermint, but then he added a fruit to his.
Yeah, pineapple. There's where on that picture would even closely, remotely come close to pineapple, but that's all right. We love it.
It's on the inside.
It's on the inside, yeah.
It's like my red fruit note, you know, it was on the inside. Cool. All right. And then the next one that played along is Darcy. And she had Snowballs My Way, #MB. She's Darcy 82 on ELR. She did 2% Wonder Flavors Angel Cake, 2% Coconut Custard by Wonder Flavors, 3% Creamy Sponge Cake by Flavor West, 1.5% a 1-on-1 Marshmallow Vanilla, and then 0.5% Flavor Sweetness. So pretty straightforward, simple recipe. It looks really good. The angel cake and creamy sponge cake, I bet, is a nice kind of light cake vibe going on there. You got to mix that coconut custard with the marshmallow vanilla for a great sweet icing that's got the coconut flavor on it. And yeah, there you go.
Looks really good. Now, let me ask you, ladies, since you all were vaping your stuff this week, how was the room note? Because my room note, I left my house after vaping my mix, went grocery shopping, came back in. I was like, who made a cake? And it was still the room note from me vaping that stuff this week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah,
I bet your apartment smells like a vape shop, Emily.
I don't leave my house enough to know what my house smells like.
yeah, I didn't really pay attention or observe the room note from mine.
Well, that hasn't happened to me in a while that I've actually, smelt the vapor after I've been gone a minute, or even in a room and walking back in the living room where I was vaping it mostly. I was like, oh, now I want cake.
Like, dang it, now I want some cake. So what are we doing next week, girls? Does anybody know or have seen the picture?
It's like
Yeah,
a Easter looking cupcake.
it looks good. For Friction actually picked this one. I don't think he put who it was submitted by, but to me it kind of looks like a rainbow sherbet icing cupcake.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I mean, just because it's colored doesn't mean it's a certain flavor, but it looks good. I think it'll be fun to do another bakery. This time with a little twist, or you may, who knows? Maybe it's just vanilla icing, but colored, So
I actually think I might use several of the things that I used this week. I'll just ignore the coconut bits, but honestly, this base, I'd kind of like to stretch it and see what else I can do with it. So I might take that Philadelphia thickness.
That's actually a good idea. I like my cake base as well, but it'll be too mushy. I don't think it'll make a good cupcake.
Tighten it up.
I take out the coconut cheesecake. Tighten that shit up.
Some exercises with it,
I bet your base would be good.
Do some Kegels. You'll be fine.
Some Kegels.
Oh gosh. All right, well, that's all we have, guys. I think we're just gonna wrap it up early today. So thank you so much to the 30 of you who are left watching live. We love you all. Thank you to our friends Flavor and Bull City. If you like what we do and you want to support us in a fun, tasty way, there's a couple places you can do that. We have some one-shots at DIYFlavorChaser.com. Over at Chef's, we have the exact same one-shot. So if you happen to be shopping at Chef's anyway, check under the one-shots under MIXINVIXENS and, throw us some love. Also, FlavorJungle.com. Rin and I still have one-shots there as well. So if you'd like to throw us some support, we really love it. If not, we love you anyway. We'll see you next week. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend.